Here's the starting 7 for PSG. It's a strong one. Klintsinek, Dudek, Di Almeida, Mbok, Kachawi, Grace Gioro and Freya Dawson. Those City players really enjoying themselves out there. Dudek, the captain, our referee team. And really nice to see Gracie Pryor, a young player who's played a lot of minutes this season, captaining the team here. Young English player, perhaps one of the future for the Lionesses. Let's take a look at the starting 7 for City. As I said, it's a young starting 7. Keating, Lazelle, Gracie Pryor, Thomas, Oyama, Pritchard and Lily Murphy. So a game then to decide third place, a lot of money on the line. $650,000, not sure on the exchange rate on that. Courtney Sweetman-Kirk alongside me. And which side do you think are favourites coming into this?
Sure, I think both teams will be disappointed actually with their semi-final, but I know it can change quickly. We can do roll on, roll off, but I think you can see Manchester City have started with the less experienced side. PSG have got more experience on the pitch as it stands, so in the early stages of the game at least, that might favour PSG.
Interim manager Nick Cushing watching on. Will he be staying on at City next season? That very much still up in the air. And City get us underway then. Mbok with the throw-in. 6 Champions League medals with Lyon. In fact, a little bit of confusion here about what is going on, but Kachawi takes the throw-in. Good battling from Pryor.
She's had a real good season, hasn't she? You mentioned her. Lily Murphy. Somewhat a forced hand, wasn't it, for Gareth Taylor with the amount of injuries they had at the start of the season. He was obviously the manager in before Nick Cushing, but through things like that, it does give opportunities to young players, and they've taken it.
Naomi Lazelle, another young player coming forward, and that was very nearly an excellent goal.
And I tell you why that's a really good save, because it bounces. A real awkward position just before you see the keeper there. It's a real good save.
A player that scored in the Champions League against Barcelona in the first group game, Naomi Lazelle, as Kachawi tries to shrug off Lily Murphy. Free kick. Barcelona, of course, in action tomorrow against Arsenal in the Champions League final. Coverage live on DAZN. Up to Almeida. Oyama. Pryor.
It's a cagey start, isn't it? I think as well the turnaround. Still relatively quick, so it's difficult for players. You're neither warming up nor cooling down. You're trying to stay in the right mind frame, get a bit of fuel on board, but it's a quick turnaround.
Free kick goes against PSG, and these semi-finals, these third-place games, they have all been a little cagey to get going, unlike the early group games where it was a bit of a free-for-all in terms of teams getting used to the format and getting goals as Lily Murphy strikes the foot of the post.
The referee probably plays the advantage there. Poppy Pritchard, I think it was a foul, but does well. Lily Murphy with the follow, she's just trying to stroke it into that bottom right-hand corner. The post comes to the aid of PSG. 2 decent chances for Manchester City in the opening stages.
And PSG now on the attack. Dawson. Guioro was in there and a bit disappointed her teammate didn't pick her out.
She's not happy, and rightly so. That needs to go earlier. One ball across. And you fancy Guioro to finish that.
And that's what we saw from Bayern Munich in the semi-final when they beat PSG 5-0. It was one-touch football, really, really quick, and they dismantled PSG.
Yeah, it's precise. I mean, you don't always get the time in a normal game, let alone in a seven-a-side. You've not got time to take that extra touch. The opportunity disappears.
Didn't really lay a glove on Bayern Munich PSG. And the French side making wholesale changes, as they have done all tournament, 6 on, 6 off.
I think City are going to respond as well. A few players just moving their bibs from around them, just around the neck, ready to whip them off and get on the pitch.
Lozelle gives it away to Fazer. Pritchard loses out to Echegini. With Fazer, the under-23s French player. A teasing delivery, and then it's high, wide and handsome from Jade Legili.
It's not just over the bar, is it? It's over, over the full stand at the back there. Gets underneath it.
City making the changes then. Caroline Park, Linkela Brown, Wienreuter, Coombs, Virgino, full 6 for 6.
And that's the experience in the team. That's the one you would call the starting team, the most experience under their belts, both domestically and internationally. But they need to make it count, City, because they didn't against United.
And it's interesting because City have now got their most experienced 6 on. PSG have now got their least experienced 6 on. So the way that the sub-patterns have worked out has got it so it's experience versus less experience.
It's about Manchester City taking full advantage of that, isn't it? That we've seen today. Not so much been able to do that earlier in the tournament, yes, but not today.
Coming into today, Caroline with 3 goals. Could she be the Golden Boot winner? Coombs, very experienced City player. Linkela Brown. Really nice one-touch football from Caroline. Virgino back with Virgino, but forced wide. And she wins the corner. Virgino and Caroline, 2 players that have really thrived in this kind of environment.
Yeah, they really have. Virgino, she's got that close control. Caroline's got a bit of everything, but the pace on the break is what's really set her apart. It's been electric, but City again there. There was just a sign, the quick play, the into Caroline out to Virgino, but again, at the vital point when they need it, it breaks down.
The experienced 6 of PSG back on the pitch. As Wienreuter, on loan from Arsenal, actually. That's City.
I wonder if she'll be going to the final to watch her parent club tomorrow.
Yeah, I wonder how many of these players will be going to the final as well.
Yeah, I had a bit of a chat, actually, with someone in the City hierarchy.
As Caroline comes forward and it whistles just wide.
That's the chance she will have wanted. Does really well, rolls that ball, that sole roll across. Trying to go across the keeper, find the corner, a little bit too much. Yeah, going back to that point I was making, spoke to someone in the City hierarchy. I plan to go back quite a few of them, so not everyone will be at the final, but as we mentioned, with Wienreuter being on loan from Arsenal, you'd imagine she might get a bit of special dispensation.
De Almeida, Jess Park, breathing down her neck. Park, a player that will be playing for England in the summer, in the Euros. As a really nice through ball, but Brown, really intelligent play.
She's been a bit hot and cold this season for Man City, Jess Park. Not so much her fault, I think it's how City's season's gone, but I think for the Lionesses, she's definitely always performed in that shirt, and looking forward to seeing what she can do in Switzerland.
Scored that goal against Spain, the only goal of the game where England beat Spain in the game earlier this year. That gave a lot of Lionesses fans confidence that come Europe, the Euros will be looking good. For Gino, posted into Jess Park, and City strike first.
It's almost like she knew we were talking about her, wasn't it? I mean, initially, I thought they'd missed the chance, Man City. Could have gone out to her earlier. There, it doesn't. But then on the second time of asking, it does come across from her. She just strokes it into the net. She's so calm and composed, Jess Park. I think we still forget, she's such a young player still because of the amount of quality and composure she possesses.
City strike first then. Oh, that's nice from Linkela Brown. Kachawi back to help out Mbok. And City started the tournament really well. They won 4-0 in their first game, and they looked like they'd adapted really well to the tournament. And what we just saw there was a glimpse of how good they have been. They just didn't really put it together against United in the semis.
You know what? It's just symptomatic of their season. I mentioned it earlier, it's been up and down. They had that massive win against Barcelona. And good moments throughout the season, but it's a bit of momentum. Injuries as well has played a massive part. It's been very up and down.
Nice from Park. Dudek's there to snuff out the danger, though. Good challenge from Wienreuter. Figino up against Kachawi. Onto her left foot, and it's a strong block by the French international. Linkela Brown, wonderful reverse pass, but Kachawi there again.
Anywhere will do for Caroline.
Got the skills and the slick moves, but sometimes you just got to thump it out. Doesn't matter if it's 11-a-side or 7-a-side. I had a coach that used to say the further you kick it, the longer it takes to come back.
Interesting, just seeing Fallon Tullis-Joyce below us. She was watching, taking it all in, but she's off again now, having a look round.
She'll be in the final, which is later this evening. Manchester United up against Bayern Munich for the trophy, the inaugural World Sevens trophy. And the big prize money to go with it, and that's given away poorly by Lizelle. In for Traore! PSG are level. Bit of a mistake at the back for Manchester City, and PSG leap on it.
Yeah, Traore, she's got a knock for her troubles there. But Man City, they switched off. PSG were onto it in a flash. Good ball across. Traore puts the ball in the back of the net. We'll see it here. It's contact. I think it's Gracie Pryor, isn't it? She's still having treatment. Doesn't look great.
She'll be coming off straight away, and there was discussion around injuries and ahead of the Euros, but we've not seen any injuries really yet in the World Sevens tournament.
No, it's interesting. I spoke to a few managers, watching a press conference with Serena Wiegmann as well, where she was speaking about it, and yeah, there's some players that have opted out. I think some players, you know, they want to keep fit, and she said that, Serena Wiegmann, the Lionesses manager, for some players that will do them good, it will keep them fit, it will keep them sharp.
Coming forward again, Herte for PSG, and struck that well, but a little too high. This game's come alive then. Keating up to Murphy. Ball zipping around, really nice surface actually. Out there on the pitch here in Estoril. It's a nice little ground. They've done a good job, the organisers, to put the pitch in the middle but make it smaller. Dawson can't get there ahead of Pryor. Away by Lazelle. Lily Murphy now. Shrugs off one player, shrugs off another. Still going, can she find Pritchard? Yes, she can, and that's a top save. Klidzenek out quickly to close off the angle.
Well, it's good play initially from Man City, and I like this from Poppy Pritchard because she's not thinking about offsides, and rightly so. She doesn't let her brain take over. She makes sure she's in that offside position. Klidzenek does very, very well with the save. The only thing I will say, and this is the former centre-forward in me, by Poppy Pritchard, is it maybe just a little bit casual. Really stick your foot through that.
For those watching in our DAZN watch party, 64% polls think Manchester City will win this game. You can join the discussion in the app. 2 minutes to go till half-time then. Finally poised. Brought down by Mbok. Dudek trying to pick out De Almeida, but it's cleared. Young Maisie Davis with the header. Welsh youngster. Vicious strike that from Kachawi, and referee waves away the protest from the PSG players. City perhaps a little fortunate.
I think so. I think Naomi Lazelle gets away with one there. I think the hand, the arm rather, was up in an unnatural position.
Gayoro. Mbok in an advanced position for a defensive player. Back to our goalkeeper. Kachawi with the flick, and I think that ball was intended for Mbok rather than Kachawi. As City make changes for the final 30 seconds. Flicked on by Caroline. Will the Brazilian get on the score sheet this afternoon? Scored 2 on the final day of the season against Crystal Palace. I think she's going to thrive in the WSL.
Yeah, she's improved throughout the season. Next season will be a real excitement to watch, I think. And she's forged a real good relationship with Viviana Miedemar for me as well.
And there is the half-time whistle then. Manchester City striking first. PSG getting level though. Tightly contested in this third-place game. Half-time, PSG 1, Manchester City 1. Analysis after the break.
Can you make a case for both sides in the second half? We know we have to have a winner.
Yeah, of course you can, but I think I would say City are edging it. PSG are in it because of a mistake. Yes, granted, PSG jumped on that, but I think if City keep playing the way they're playing, going forward and defensively don't make any more mistakes, then it's their game to win for me.
Who knows? I wonder if we will see a golden goal or maybe a penalty shootout. Either way, there will be a winner, and I'm going to hand you back to your commentators to take us through the second half. Courtney, back to you.
Thank you, Seema. Yes, we will have a winner. PSG have already scored a golden goal in the group stages. Romy Lukta getting that for them. But might it be decided before then? 15 minutes to play. 1-1 as things stand. And Traore gets us back underway. The scorer of Paris Saint-Germain's goal. Went off injured, but looks like she's recovered from that injury. Laura Coombs takes the free kick into Caroline. Gives it to Echegini. Two goals for Echegini in the earlier group games. Good strength from Frigino, goes back to Keating. She's playing with fire a little bit, trying to play out from the back. Seen that quite a lot in the WSL this season, haven't we?
Yeah, there's no surprise there that she carries on playing that way. It's risk and reward.
And that's a good stop from Keating. And Park now. Very nearly twisted and turned away. Herte goes from range and caught that really nicely.
That had Kiara Keating worried, didn't it? The way that she scrambles across that goal, and no wonder, because it's travelling. Luckily, for City's perspective, it's wide of the post.
Park and Coombs and that slither of sunshine on the far side. Still trying to soak up the rays. Fazer into Achigini. Traore. Nutmeg from Blinkilla Brown. That's what you like to see, Courtney.
It does, although you're a bit kind. It don't count unless you get it at the other end or a teammate does. But no, I think that's been one of the best parts about this, hasn't it? Seeing the little skills and tricks that you only get when you play in with a little bit of energy, a little bit of confidence, and trying to put on a show, and football should be entertainment.
Can Traore get away from Coombs? No, she can't. Lugali jacks it wide. Laura Coombs, FA Cup winner with Man City and with Chelsea.
I'm lucky enough to play with Laura Coombs, and I certainly wouldn't have as many goals as I do without her. Wonderful to play with, makes your life so much easier as a forward player.
PSG make their changes. And Dawson might be in here. Out to Mbok. Into Giora, who goes for goal! And Keating can't keep it out. PSG come from behind and they lead by 2-1.
I think this potentially nutmegs Kiara Keating. I think she'll be a little bit disappointed with it, goes through her, although I like this run down the edge of the box by Gioro. Let's have a look. Yeah, it does nutmeg her. She just doesn't sort of feet out quick enough, Kiara Keating.
Is it a real nutmeg though if it doesn't find a teammate?
Touche.
I think she'll be a little disappointed with that, Keating. Can they react immediately? Fugino, Caroline. Trying to pick out Park. Kachawi's there to cut it out, though. Just gifted it straight back to Jess Park. Gioro missed the penalty in the sudden death penalty shootout in the group stages against United. Hit the crossbar. I missed a penalty once. Courtney and I cried. It wasn't even when I was a kid, I was 30 years of age.
I'd say, was it last year?
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. I lacked the mental fortitude to play, clearly. Blinkilla Brown. Focus off Kachawi, still going. It's good from Dudek just to shield that out of play.
Good defending, and I think that's, you can see it's given PSG going into lead a little bit of confidence, look brighter on the ball now. A bit more energy. It's funny how that can change a goal, completely changes the psychology and the perspective.
And as you said in the first half, this kind of sums up City, doesn't it? They can play well in spells, but they give up too many goals and they just lack the mettle to get back into it.
Yeah, and again, look, you can't say that without mentioning the injuries that they've got, but you're right, and you compare it to like a Manchester United who are built on that defensive stability, and that's the difference. I think, you know, once, for example, a Manchester United go ahead, you've got no doubt in your mind that they're probably going to go and win the game or at least get something from it, whereas it's not the case for City, not at this moment in time anyway.
Into the final 10 minutes then. Gioro, wonderful ball to pick out De Almeida. Dawson in the penalty box, but the ball across. It's just a little overhit. Coombs goes for the switch ball, but not quite coming together for City at the moment.
It wasn't the best ball, but equally, I don't think Linkilda Brown was actually paying enough attention there.
PSG heading towards the victory as things stand. Fazer. Nice footwork. Oh, that's good though from Manchester City. Cody Thomas coming forward, and it's top goalkeeping again from Krisnek.
Brilliant goalkeeping. Got out quickly, narrowed down the angle. And that's what you hate as a forward player. The goalkeeper bearing down on you, making herself look big. Real good save, that one.
Lozelle into Thomas. Just had that opportunity. Poor touch from her, but manages to win the corner. Haven't seen too many goals from corners. The teams get used to the smaller sided pitch. Oyama with the delivery, and City can't force it in. Echegini now. Pritchard trying to help out, but she's still going. Echegini, and fires just wide.
Kiara Keaton gets her angles right that time. You can see she's got that near post area covered.
Fazer, wonderful flight of foot, and that was a clear foul and a yellow card for Poppy Pritchard. Couldn't have been clearer, really, could it?
No, it couldn't, but again, Fazer loving that. The more she's grown into this game, the more skills and intricate pieces of play we're seeing from her.
And you surely have to shoot from here.
It's not an up and down type situation, is it? I think you've just got to lash your foot through this one and hope for the best.
Ocean Herte. Two-person City wall. And it comes, and wow, that's a finish. PSG have a third.
Well, it's one thing to think it, it's one thing to predict it, but to actually do it and find the back of the net, well, that's a different story. But look at that. It's low, it's driven. PSG do well as well to open up that channel. They move the defenders so that channel is open. What a wonderful strike that is.
Keating looked, she actually got a glove to it, but just couldn't keep it out with the force of this shot. And City falling to defeat as things stand. They've still got time to get into this, just under 7 minutes. And we know from earlier games in this competition that things can turn around very quickly. Goals can be scored in a matter of seconds. Pryor. Up to Thomas. Oyama with the forward ball up, looking for Poppy Pritchard. Falls kindly actually for Lozelle. Oyama. PSG sitting a little deep. It's up to Man City to try and break them down.
And they'll probably have seen the City United game as well, where City did find that hard to break it down. When they sit in deep, they like space to run into. Manchester City, especially Caroline, when you deny that space, we've seen them struggle a little bit.
Five minutes to go in this bronze medal match, if you will. Third place up for grabs, along with $650,000. Forward from Keating. Manchester City are going to have to break down PSG on the floor, other than those long balls that look like they're going to be successful.
You almost feel this is the last chance for Man City, these big changes now.
The bronze medals shown there for you. Are they going back to Paris, or will they be going back to Manchester? Currently, it looks like they'll be going to the French capital. Long ball from Keating. Coombs had made the run, but straight through to the other goalkeeper. Ball looking for Dawson. Cut out by Fujino. Kachawi. Faza. Again, quick footwork. She's been a delight to watch this match.
She has. It's nice to see when players play with a lack of inhibitions, and I think you're seeing that from her at the moment.
Wonderful from Dawson, and she can't latch onto it.
Such a shame. I think the touch almost deserved a goal. You just wanted that to present itself a little bit closer to her. It's good defending, though.
City on the ropes and running out of time. Final 3 minutes. Almeida picks out Kachawi, who goes from range, and not a bad effort.
No, it's not, and it's maybe for a bit of a shame, a what if for PSG, because in this match they've found that little bit of mojo, they've found the spark, and who knows, Bayern were very good, but if they'd have played like this against Bayern, I think it would have been a little bit different.
His side heading towards a bronze medal. Nick Cushing side heading home empty-handed unless they can find 2 late goals here. Park. Robbed of possession by Kachawi. De Almeida pokes it into the path of Gayoro, takes it wide and out of touch.
I wonder if she was wanting Fujino almost to make a challenge there. Give away a penalty, but she doesn't. She's clever.
Manchester City corner. Wienreuter. Park. Good footwork from the young England international. Can't quite get shot away. Corner though.
It's a shame, and it's a thing for Jess Park. She is brilliant. Close control, low centre of gravity, but we've just not seen that enough from her today.
Again, Park into the penalty area, and good save again by Christianek, who's been very good in the PSG goal this afternoon. Final minute. Glenkiller-Brown racing forward. Coombs decides to play it left to Fujino instead. Kachawi intercepts.
Saves, aren't you, from Kushnek, and the one from Jess Park just there, the one from Cody Thomas. She's played an important part for PSG, the goalkeeper.
Final 10 seconds. Dawson's done well there to shrug off Laura Coombs. Victory then for Paris Saint-Germain. They are the bronze medal side, 3rd place. Manchester City took the lead through Jess Park in the first half. But 3 fantastic goals from Paris Saint-Germain. Full-time, PSG 3, Manchester City 1.